All right. Thank you very much for coming in. It's making a special day. Uh, this morning, I'd like to share with one message. It's in Chinese called 居安思危. 居安思危. 居 mean to live in. 安 mean peaceful, peaceful and comfort. 思 mean to think about it, to observe. 危 mean crisis. Crisis means when we live in the peace and comfortable times of our life, we need to observe and be aware of crisis and dangers. This phrase comes from the ancient time, and the ancient wise men. Wise men always preparing things at home, and his children and grandchildren always ask, "You are paranoid. Paranoid while you preparedness. The world is very peaceful and harmony, and the emperor in good power. It's nothing gonna be wrong." The all wise men say, "Well, I prepare that when you are very comfortable and peaceful. I prepare that just for in case someday there's something might goes wrong. If not, at least in exchange for peace of mind that I can sleep well at night." So the children did not understand at all. 10 more years after, the war came, invasion from other country came in, eventually took down their power, and the whole society no longer peaceful, no longer prosper, and only this family has a great everything prepared, foods, waters, and clothes, and everything. So I'm not preaching for people to prepare for paranoid reason, but more this is philosophical. More in philosophical and of course very logical too. Philosophical speaking, most of us in our life we live in the comfort. Thinking, that's just it. I have a house, I have a roof over the head, I have foods, I have job, okay, and I got friend that's very comfortable. And this comfort sometimes build up your mind to be comfort and lack of motivation to go further, and motivation to change. And so we comfort be on one place and not willing to study new things, to break through and change in our life. That's called it being in comfort and not willing to change. What if you suddenly lose a job? What if something like mudslide came down? Something the totally unexpected 100 years event, 50 years event, and people thought they have a job forever. They lost a job. People thought they have the most comfort, secure home, and home got destroyed. And so this thing is always unexpected event, but yet it came down and take a toll on the people's comfortable life. Now no longer comfortable. A lot of people, total unprepared, do not understand how. And so they develop some very strong emotional. And I was in a meeting the other day on a business meeting, and we heard some business owner even having suicidal thought. And they don't know what to do. The business not here, the help's not here, government's help still far away. They don't know what to cover, and family don't know where to go, stay in the shelter. I see. Some ordinary family lose jobs, and now they have to depend on unemployment. Well, they're no longer able to afford to pay the car, to pay for the mortgage. Even they don't have house, they have to pay mortgage. So The people suffering lost this kind of hope, suffering lost comfort and security. That because they never prepared this kind of emotional impact. So emotional very strong, take a big toll on them. So then when these things happen to them, they're so unprepared, so they emotionally completed, being paralyzed. They don't know how to deal with it. They don't know how to motivate their own life, how to rebuild their life, how to stay strong. A lot of think the victim of this disaster, victim of the life. It happened a lot. Not only natural disaster, family relationship challenge, job challenge, disease, some illness challenge. A lot of people had never prepared for this. Developing country is very comfortable life. Under developing country, they often live in a very poor, discomfort life. So in living in this developing country is a blessing from heaven, blessing from God, that we all have comfortable house with heat, with air conditioning, with a roof over the head. And we are very comfortable. We even have car, right? Underdevelopment does not have this kind of privilege. So they can what? They have more tolerant to the weather, to the housing, to the food, to the disease. Okay? My point of view is people who live in a comfortable lifestyle, comfortable country, must extend their mind to learn something from the undeveloped country, to learn about how to get discomfort, how to prepare if something goes wrong, that I can also be in that discomfort state of mind that I can survive. I can go, live without the heat, live without the water, live without the comfortable hot food, live to fight with disease. Okay, live to walk by feet, not by car. How can we do this? So when people are interested in the developing country, come to the developing country, all of a sudden very comfortable lifestyle, they suddenly think that we deserve this too. We went through the hardship, now it's my time to enjoy. And sooner or later, they forgot about their skill to tolerate the nature, tolerate the discomfort. We all come from this. So my suggestion in our teaching of the Tao, to learn yin and yang combined, comfort and discomfort must unite it together. Being rich and being poor should be all together. Living together, live without attachment, with very alert but yet enjoy life. We enjoy life, but sometimes we have to learn to be alert and watch something that discomfort might come to our life, and we're very prepared emotionally, psychologically. We prepare for this discomfort. Many of us have never prepared. But then again, in the other side, we do not need to be paranoid. Of course, there are many survival courses out in the society. The many people digging a big storage, underground storage, and hide themselves under, and food prepare for 6 months of food, prepare a lot of weapons, and that's a little bit overly prepared. But yet, if you do prepare that without attachment, there's nothing wrong about it either. You prepare that, you don't have to be paranoid, watch, the world, the sky might fall, the world might into chaos. We don't have to. In one sense, it's always good when we live in this very comfortable lifestyle. we must also observing it and discomfort. Observing discomfort means we need to also be somewhere not only emotionally, psychologically prepared, materially, we also learn to be prepared. Okay, you got to have to have something that's comfortable in you, and also got to prepare the route. What do you do when something totally crisis come to you? Where to go? Who's a family that can relate to? Which friend or praise that you can hide to? No thing is not overly prepared. Is to be observe. So the most important is it's not just material prepared. The most important is psychological and philosophically prepared. See, we all live very comfortable lives. Sometimes we enjoy our status, our powers, our money, and you thought you are higher status than the rest of the world. Just because those people never were observing this kind of the crisis might come, because what crisis come in Chinese quite often have a story, not the story, I mean there is a saying that 富不过三代, mean the rich do not pass more than 3 generations. What happened was grandpa, daddy, and great grandpa prepared his wealth, and it's only passed down to the daddy, and come to you, it's gone. Why it's gone? Because you live in a very comfortable lifestyle. So you always thought you got a lot of money to spend, got big house, and a lot of fancy car. You enjoy the status of being powerful. You thought you'll be extended forever. But yet, and quite often, it's never the case. Never the case. And then children start spending money, start being enjoy different status and making enemy in the society, and a high ego, and forgot about to make advance themselves. You can lay on the gold mountain, sleep on gold, but yet in the end gold will drain down, and also the robbery might come, the enemy might come to get you also. Okay, and psychologically speaking, the people just start to enjoy the comfort and lack of motivation to make new things. Parent, grandparent gave you the status, gave you the comfort, life. That's a blessing from parents. As a children, and as who we are today, we must appreciate the gift and make the motivation continue going forward. Continue to change our life, motivate ourselves to finding better opportunity and making improvement, making progress in our life, and not then slip on the goal that dad and grandpa provided, right? Otherwise, it really does not pass in the 3rd generation. We got to learn to be motivated today and appreciate what we have and continue go make a difference. We could use grandpa's goal and save million people's life. That's making a big difference, right? We can use our status to be leader, going to community, be a leader, to motivate people to change their life. You, every one of us here, every one of us today, although we're in the so-called comfort life, and we must observe and understand what's called discomfort, and learn to be in the discomfort once in a while and be prepared for the discomfort. And then it may never come, but yet it might come. If they never come, at least you can sleep with comfort at night and not worried about something might go wrong. Okay? And in Taoism teaching, extremely practical life philosophy. We're not teaching you being paranoid, afraid the sky might fall. Okay? But Sky might never fall. It might fall. But as long as you have a thought that bothering you, that leading you to be paid attention to, then pay attention to it. Okay? Pay attention to it. And if you walk out of the house, forgot lock on your door, and you drive away already, and so be it. But if you drive 1 mile away, still bother you, thinking I didn't lock the door, then better what? Turn around and go lock the door. That's all. We follow the nature. If the mind that bother you, let you lose the comfort that you can drive forward without worried about somebody breaking into the door, then you turn around and go check on it if you do lock or you do not lock. You see what I mean? And but before you go out the door, that you know you might worry about lock the door. So why don't you just lock the door before you go out of the house, so you don't have to struggle with the thought if I lock or don't lock on my door. So this just being practical. So being in the comfort, observing discomfort, being in the peace and harmony, watch out disaster. That's two sides. It's just being practical. We don't have to worry. We don't have to every time worried about the sky might fall, but yet we know the potential might fall. And so the things in our life sometimes might just happen something very discomfort. And because all your life, the observe this comfort and discomfort. Okay? You're always very motivated person, very natural person. So when disaster do come, you're not getting paranoid. You see what I mean? And when the thing is discomfort totally come, you can act with nature and be peaceful. So, as you see, our esplanade thing done in the 3 feet of mud, and I wasn't paranoid. I wasn't afraid, and I was joking on myself. Wow, we got lots of mud here. That's worth a lot of money. I am joking, and we finally have ski slope. And I'm joking, hey, we are the only one beachfront resort in a mountain. You have to deal with it. You don't have to run for life. Although it might pose danger, but yet, and we still sleep on the couch for a month thinking, this is very special. I get to sleep on the couch. You gotta have to make the fun during the crisis. We can choose cry and cry and cry and feeling the end of the world coming. We can cry and cry, and what do? I close a business, I had no income, and all kind of things. I can sit on a chair, cry to death, or worry to sick. But instead, we start joking and we start laughing, one step at a time. And with what? That's because in ordinary day, our minds are very, very well prepared to if this things to come, it's okay. Understand? If everything disappear, I still say, thank God I'm alive. That is the best gift from the heaven and earth. We are alive. We are very happy. And that is the only the gift that we observe ourselves. The attachment might be very important. But when the attachment all gone, then you say, what a wonderful thing to learn how to detach. Okay? The way we learn, attach, not to attach. Detach, not to attach. Just normal. Be simple in our life. When things do come to you, you learn to enjoy, but not possessed. When things do disappear on you, and you learn to letting very gratefully and detach. And then this may not be mine. Okay? If I am a facilitator of the wealth from God, I'm a facilitator of this old traditional life. We're not here to possess, nor we're here to possess all this power, money, and status. We're here just to make transition. We're facilitating for the community. So therefore, it's very important for all of us to learn when we're in a very comfortable life, and we must preparedness, yin and yang, comfort, discomfort, okay, power and powerless, okay, rich and poor, and these things we have to be very well understand them, and not to get overly attached to it, and we're not prepared it psychologically, emotionally, and then when these things do happen, we don't know what to do. We paralyze it, and we start crying. We might have suicidal thought. It's coming to us. So life is simple. It's simplicity. You are the best gift from God. Take care of the gift, enjoy the gift, and you don't have to attach to it so hard. So this, being natural. The Tao follow what's nature. As long as we follow the nature flow and not possess the moment, but to experience the journey and walk on the journey with peace and harmony, and the life is always very productive. So when we find ourselves start to feel comfortable and learn to move, learn not to isolating yourself in a comfortable chair. You have to wag your butt a little bit. And make sure you can learn how to discomfort. Okay? When we live in a beautiful house and comfortable heat, okay, and comfortable lifestyle, we gotta go understand a lot of people who is discomfort, who does not have the comfortable lifestyle, who is a little bit not fortunately, go comfort them, go experience them, go talk to them, go offer them emotional and psychological support, and teach them the skill how to cope with this discomfort, how to cope with the status be discomfort. This is how we should do. And by coaching them how to learn about discomfort, you actually learn about yourself, how to be discomfort. Do not need to be different status. I'm very comfortable, so I am refused to understand the discomfort. I am in the higher status. I have no need to understand lower status life. That is just being different, being so attached to it. When one day discomfort do come, you will not know how to deal with it. You will not know how to deal with it. Okay? So, and this morning I go out to rescue my fish. It was freezing cold water. It's ice water. But my both hands go down, go catch the fish one by one and put it away. Both hands all freezing cold. But yet, I never lost the skill to catch fish, and never lost the skill to put my hand on the ice water and walk on the mud. And all of us must learn to preserve this nature skill. God giving us the natural skill to learn how to live with cold, okay? How to touch the cold, how to catch fish, okay? How to walk on the mud. Those skills, it should never disappear out of our nature, our human nature. And as long as we observe that discomfort, we always very comfortable. Okay? If you learn how to live with the discomfort, then every day you are very comfortable. Understand that? Every day when you have food on the table, when you have roof over your head, and you are extremely wonderful life. It is an extremely comfortable life. But yet, when the bad disappear, when the hot food disappear, when the rule disappear, you can still cope with it. That's okay. Disappear. Detach. Okay? It just follow the nature of a human nature to live with very comfortable but discomfortable. These two mentality together, then mentally and psychologically, we very well prepared on that. So ancient wise men speak about this, 居安思危, live in our comfort and harmony, prosperity, and be observed and alert with discomfort and crisis. And it is very great teaching, great teaching. And I live with that all my life to understand, no matter very comfortable, I had a skill to cope with discomfortable. And it is okay. You take away everything from me, I can still walk on the street. At 10 years old, I was sent bare feet in the winter to live survival 3 months on the street, begging for food. Understand? I walked out of my comfort zone and went to the street to beg food for 3 months. I learned about humanity. I learned about life. I learned about freezing cold. I learned about how to cope with people who punch me, okay, and spit on me. I learned psychologically, emotionally, and physically. I deal with it. I learn with it. And today, I live in a very advanced country. Comfortable heat, car, house, and roof, and business. But yet, I never lose the ability to live on the street. If have to, I still gonna go on the, New York 42nd Street and back on it. I can do it. I was joking years ago and talk about it. I challenge my student. Can you live on the street, go back on the 42nd Street, see if you can do it? Will you able to put on your status, let go of your ego, okay, and live and survive on the street? Can you do it? Can you walk on your feet? Can you live on the street? Can you live under the bridge? Can you do it? This is what we don't have to, but when it have to, can you do it? This is what I meant. We have to live with a survival skill, and survival skill most important it is psychological and philosophical and emotionally. You have to be able to providing yourself that kind of skill without holding your ego, without holding your status. This is type of the person who always going to be very motivated in their life. No matter how much they gain and how much they lose, the mind, the body always in grand harmony, always in grand harmony, and they never lose the balance. This type of person can have a joyful experience on the life journey. This type of person has ability to cope immortality and return to the spiritual home. May you all able to quote no skill to observe both sides of the comfort and discomfort, and your life being productive and happy, joyful. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, cool.